Hey, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining in. So, as most of you know, this current market, 2022-2023 market, is completely based on it's more right news driven market based on job reports, based on FOMC minutes, based on CPI or PPI reports. We can see a big right uptrend or downtrend in the overall market. Right, especially when I say uptrend and downtrend in the overall market, we have some major indices like SPY or ES. Then we have Nasdaq 100, which consists of 100 top tech companies. Then we have Russell, Dow Jones. Then in the same way we have EMD. So these are some of the top indices in the US equities. So right, this is one of the best days to make nice gains in the market because we can see both sides movement. Right, there can be based on the news. First, it can move huge, either upside or downside, and once it reaches some support level in a hourly or 4 hours, we'll see that again it will come up, or again there will be a bounce. So there is a huge movement in both the ways, or a huge opportunity to make money on shorts and also to make money on long positions. First, let us understand what is this CPI, right? Because yeah, we know that it is very important event each and every month. But what is CPI? Basically, this is the measure of the average of the prices paid by urban consumers for a fixed market basket of consumer goods and services. Basically, simply you can think it as this is the inflation index. This shows like what is the inflation. So if the CPI number, if inflation is going down, that means Fed can reduce the rate hikes. If CPI is going up, Fed should continue doing more and more rate hikes. So the CPI basically gives us the inflation index. What is the overall inflation index? So in this year, right, we already had multiple CPI events, nearly right 12 to 13, and tomorrow we have uh, at 8:30 EST, which is 7:30 CST for the August month. So every second Wednesday, generally it happens for the previous month. Again for October or September, we have it on October 12th. For October, we have it on November 14th. So if you have these performance accounts or any prop firm accounts, even if you don't trade on any other days, if you trade on this single day, that can give huge gains because right, for any algos or anything to work, we need momentum, we need movement, right? Either there should be a big up move or there should be a big down move. No algos or no one can make profits when there is a flat movement in the prices, right? We can only make money when there should be a up move or there should be a down move. Then only we can, when there is a up move, we can buy low, sell high. When there is a down move, we can sell high and then buy low. So this is the best day, right? After FOMC, the CPI, right? There are other events like PPI or job reports or ADP. Or, there are a lot of other things where there can be a small up and down. They are also good, but this is like one of the top two or top three days where we can make huge gains on both the sides. Then, right, generally, right, there is a old slide, but just to give you an indication that there can be a huge movement, right, with ES or NQ. We may see 5%, 6%, 4% up and down. That means on NQ we may see 200 to 300 points movement up and down, or with ES we may see 60 to 70 points up and down. So that is the amount of change we can expect tomorrow based on the numbers. So what are the major financial firms are expecting? They are expecting like Visa, CIBC. These are all major big financial firms. They are expecting 3.5% inflation rate, right? Or the inflation index. Then we have Goldman Sachs, Bloomberg, JP Morgan. A lot of these companies are expecting 3.6. Barclays, Nomura, Citi, HSBC, UBS 3.7. So if we see any number above 3.7, there can be a big downtrend in the market, right? Because again, if inflation is keep going up, Fed should continue doing more rate hikes, which will again impact the banking industry, which will create more troubles for the entire economy. But if we see, right, if it is less than 3.5 or 3.4, then market will like that, because that will reduce the risk of inflation, right? The Fed's target is to get to 2%. So as of now, right, they were from around 10%, they came to around 3.6, 3.7 now. If it goes further down, that is good for the market. We can see upward movement with ES, NQ, RTY, YM, EMD. But if inflation increases, or if the index is 3.7 or above, then we may see a big downtrend in the market, right? ES and Q, all these things will go down. But we don't need to worry much, because we have algos and which will take care, right? Whether it is going up or down, they will take the position, right? They will make money on both short positions and also long positions. If they see that market is going down, immediately they take a short and they will stay in it. And once they see that again it is reversing back, they will close the short, they will take the long. That is the advantage with algos, where they will real time watch what is happening in the market and they will take the decision. Right? I conducted a survey, I conducted a poll, which I generally do every month. And 99% of the times our community gave correct predictions, right? Because right, we are seeing what is happening in the market, right? What is happening in the prices, right? Whether fuel prices or whether your groceries, vegetable, inflation is nothing but your day-to-day expenses, are they increasing or decreasing? So so our community, right, compared to financial firms, some firms gave right to 40% of the times they gave correct results. But you can, right, search for CPI in our US equities channel, and you can see that 99%, whenever there is a CPI day, 1 or 2 days before, I conduct this poll, and most of the time the majority opinion matches with whatever number we get. So as on, right, as of now, before few minutes, more members were expecting the CPI numbers to be 3.7 or more. That means they are expecting more dump or more drop with the NQ, ES, RTY, YM, and EMD, all these different futures instruments. Again, this might change, the poll might change, but again, one of the reasons why I am expecting that the inflation numbers might go higher compared to last one is because we can see that how crude oil is going up like anything. When oil goes up, your entire transportation, your entire supply chain, everything will be impacted, because everyone needs oil, right, for any travel sector or for anything. And we know that how, right, it moved nearly more than 10 months high, right, crude oil. And whenever crude oil goes up, generally tech sector will become weakened. So that is one more reason why I am expecting a possible dump tomorrow. But again, we don't need to worry, right? Earlier, if we are doing manual trading, we need to think a lot whether we should take long or short, or and we don't need to worry much, because now we have our assistants, right? Our bots or our algos, which will basically take care whether it is long or short. They will immediately switch the direction. They will take they will use the trend, right? Then what is the plan for tomorrow? Right? The plan is we want to use NQZ with a 2-minute high Kanashi candle, no profit, no stop loss, because all these algos are immediately they reverse from one side to other side. So we don't need to put a stop loss. If it sees that market is going up, immediately it takes a long. It may move 20, 30, 40, 50 points up. And whenever it sees that it is coming down, it closes the long, it opens a short. So we don't need to, if we put a target, we might be restricting it to a certain profit. If we put a stop loss, it may hit the stop loss and again it may move to the target, right? Because these are small candles, small time frames, we don't need to worry too much about the stop loss. So with NQZ, right, which is NASDAQ, ES is basically SPY, your S&P 500 companies, Russell, then we have Dow Jones, and then we have EMDZ, which is the S&P 400 mid cap companies. So the plan is we will start the session at 8:31 a.m. and then we will 8:31 to 11:30 EST, And session 2 we will run from 2:45 p.m. EST to 3:40, because this is where generally there will be huge volume, lot of volume, and we want to use that, because the report releases at 7:30, right? If we take it before 7:30, there is a chance that if we are on the right side, right, for example, if we are expecting a drop, and if we take a shot, and if it drops, we may make huge profits. But suddenly, for some reason, there is a 1 to 5% risk, right? Fed might try to want to show that they are making some progress. They want to, right? We never know. So just to avoid such type of risk, we don't want to gamble. So we want to wait until the report is released, and then we will use our bots, or we'll use our algos, which will take, if it sees that market is dumping, immediately it will take the short, and it will take advantage of the entire drop. Or if market is going up, they will immediately take the long side, because we can see a huge opportunity here. So 8:30 EST is when report gets released. 8:31 we want to start using our bots, and 8:30 to 11:30, and then 2:45 to 3:45. This is where these are like our power hours in US market, where we want to use our power hours to the best and make best advantage of this CPI day. And then we have a PPI, which is on Thursday. But PPI doesn't, right? It is more related to, CPI is more related to our, right, to us, the retail or the normal population, what is the overall inflation. Whereas PPI is the overall change in price of goods and services at the producer level. From producer level, what is the inflation, or right? For a end customer, it is CPI. For the producer, it is PPI. So PPI report is on Thursday, right? CPI is tomorrow. So generally, whatever happens with CPI, we see nearly same results with PPI. But CPI, the impact is much more on the market compared to PPI. But again, Thursday also we have an opportunity where we can make some good profits either on long or short. So PPI report is on Thursday 7:30 CST. CPI report is tomorrow 7:30 a.m. Central Time. So I hope everyone understands, right, what is CPI, what is PPI, and why it is so much important, and what is the advantage. Now let me show you, right, how to take advantage or how to enable our bots. As you already know, right, we have certain timings for, right, for crude oil, when to enable, right, to make some consistent gains, or for GC, right. For example, we enabled the crude oil from 9 p.m. EST, right. Already we can see that crude oil is, if you see, right, GC is moving good, crude oil is also moving good. I hope everyone can see this. Okay, right. So we enabled it from 8 to 10. So we already can see that it started moving, right. Already we are making gains with the crude oil and also gold during this time, whichever we set. So GC is also moving. So strategy, we enabled it. So in the same way, what we'll do is we'll enable for, let me show you how to enable for tomorrow's report. Right, what we'll do, we will go and select, let us start with NQ, right, because that is where there is a lot of money, and we'll use 2-minute Heikin-Ashi. We'll select Heikin-Ashi, 2 minutes. We'll remove the break at end of the day, and then we will basically say, okay. So now we have NQ chart is enabled, right? On the NQ chart, we will right click on the strategies, and then we have multiple strategies, but we want to use our Prism strategy, which is one of the best scalping strategy, right? Here we have to give the session timing, right? So based on our local time frame, right, what is the time we want to use? We want to use, right, 8:31 EST to 11:30 EST. Because I am in CST, right? So because I am in CST, always it reads my local timing. So I have to give 07:31:00. Until what time I want to run this one? I want to run this until 11:30 EST, which is 10:30 CST. So I will say 10:30:00. Right? So I'm saying this is my time where I want my algo to execute the trades, because 7:30 it is getting the report will come. Based on that, we may see a big up move or down move. So we want to use that to our advantage, and we want to take help of. So whether you put this zero or not, it will basically trim it. So I just mentioned as 7:31. And we don't want to put a target profit or stop loss, because if you put a target profit, it will go till that point and it may stop there. So I don't want to enable any target profit or stop loss, because we are using small time frame candles. And I will give, for example, I will give one of my Apex accounts, and then I will enable the strategy. Right? Again, if you want, right, it generally waits for three candles. Right? So what I can do is, because I want my algo to execute, uh, oh, that's fine, right? If you want, you can change it to one candle, right? So that if you are, it is starting at 7:31, it will wait for one candle, uh, which is right 2 minutes candle. So 7:31, 7:33, it will start taking the trades, right? If you want, you can just make it as one candle, wait for one candle before taking the trade, right? That's it. So you can also say the exit on session close. Okay, once the session is done, just complete, right? Whether you have whatever you made, just complete and just do say apply. Okay, that's it. Now your NQ. So start time is tomorrow from 7:31 to 10:30. It will take the trades. So same thing I will duplicate with. Now NQ is done. I will take it with ES, right? Because volume is increasing for December future contracts. We'll basically use December. Now again same thing, right? 07:31:00 and 10:30. Right, again, if I want, I can use my individual accounts. I can use simulation is like paper accounts of Ninja Trader, or I want to run it on some Apex accounts. I can use one of my Apex accounts. Again, I want to change my. I don't want to wait too much, right? Because I may already lose some profits, right? Because as soon as the report gets released, immediately you will see a big dump or a big pump based on the news. So I'll just say, okay, I'll just wait for one candle, and then I will take my, and then exit on session close. Apply. Okay. Same thing, right? I can repeat it with, you can do EMD. EMD is like your S&P 400. So all this NQ, ES, EMD, all these generally follow the same direction, same pattern. So I'll select Prism, and I'll use one more. With Apex, we can have 20 different evaluation accounts, right? So if somebody is new to Apex, Apex is one of the prop firms which basically fund you to do the trading. And once you complete a challenge, they will give you 100% of profit on first 25,000, and then they will give you 90% profit, and they will take 10% profit. Uh, so, right, that's it. So now if I go, CL, it is strategies. So I hope everyone is clear with NQ, ES, EMD. Same thing we'll do with RTY, right? Russell. Select RTY. Use 2-minute Heikin-Ashi candles. Break at end of the day. So today, right, some of you have saw, right, how it made profits on both the sides, right? Let me open one in a new window. So today, because of Apple event and also because of Oracle and other things, let me enable the strategy. Right, there was a big move upside and also downside. Let me just disable the timings. Right, today, right, initially there was some up move, and then nearly from 15,660 to 15,530, nearly 100 points. Right, each point is $20. So if you get one movement like this, is nearly $2,000 plus with just one single trade. Right, and again we had, right, again bot will take all these positions. We don't need to do anything. Once you enable the bot, it took the sell, it went all the way down, and when it saw that it is going up, it took the buy. And again, right, again this time is where choppy. By this time we will stop the bot. And again later, after Apple event, there was some downtrend, uh, and then it was choppy. But basically we want to use this power hours, right? Once the report gets released, then we'll see a big down move and then big up move. And all these, right, now instead of ES, if I select, instead of NQ, if I select ES, you will see the similar movement. Right, you saw a big down move, up move, big down move, and again up move, again down move. If you go with RTY, same thing, big move, down move. So, right, we again bots are helping us to take the buy and sell. We don't need to worry about should I buy it, should I sell it. It is reducing all our stress. 90% of work is done by it. Only you have to enable it, set it, and that's it, right? Tomorrow, just watch whether the trades are happening or not. If you have some internet issue or any laptop issues or such type of times, your things might be right, the trade may not be getting executing. But if not, the algos will take the buy and sell. If we get this type of move, right, you can complete evaluation within one day itself. So that's why I suggested everyone to have different accounts and connect with each one RTY one, because tomorrow we can expect the same type of big drop, or right, or if news is good, we may see a big pump. Generally whenever there is a pump, again always you have that retracement, right? Fib levels where it will come back to zero point 0.5 or 0.61 levels, golden packet. So you can expect such type of moves tomorrow. So tomorrow is the best day to use the algos, to enable the algos where we can make, right, with individual account we can make some $1,000 to $1,500 for each sticker, or with the with these ones we can make minimum 1,500 to 2,000 on completing the, because to complete your evaluation you need a $3,000 profit on a 50K account. So by, right, by again you are setting up the parameters, you are watching trades are happening or not, but the bots are helping you in entries and exits. So that is how, right? That's what I wanted to explain to each one. There is a huge opportunity tomorrow, and not only tomorrow, on any event days, we have the similar opportunity, right? Again, if you see YM, the same thing, a big drop, initially a big move up, then a big drop. So tomorrow we can see the same type of pattern with all these five tickers: ES, YM, EMD, RTY, ES, and NQ. All these five are correlated, and generally they move in the similar direction based on the news, right? Whether the news is positive or negative, we don't worry. What we want is, we want a momentum. We want a big move up or big move down, or we want both big move up, big move down. So you make some $2,000 here, $2,000 here, right? If it is choppy, right? For example, if it keeps on moving like this, right, which generally happens in the midnights or when there is, so that is where we'll have small losses. But when you have big moves like this, a big down move, big up move, where the bots can print huge profits. So yeah, don't miss the opportunity, and yeah, take the advantage. You'll see like how powerful the bots are, or how the algos can help us, right? Because if we are normally if we do manual trade, after looking at 300 $400 profit, we'll be tempted to close it, right? But the bots will wait until the last minute, and only when they see right, some downward or some reverse side movement, then only they close. And again, if they see it is going up, again they close the sell, they open the buy again. So that is the opportunity we all have tomorrow. So don't miss that opportunity. If somebody is new, right? What are these algos? Or let me quickly show you. So first step is, we have a Telegram channel. You can join there. Second thing is this Apex account. You will register to that Apex account. So we suggest you go with a 50K Apex account, right? Basically, what you do is, you are now they have a 80% off until tomorrow, or actually until only today. Today this offer is expiring. From tomorrow they may have 50% off or something, but today is the last day for 80% off. That means, because they give you the Ninja Trader license, they give you the real time data, all those things, they charge you uh, to complete your evaluation. Otherwise, everybody will say, "Ah, okay, I want to do it," right? They want to limit, so that they kept a price there. So once you complete the challenge, they will give you the real account with the real money. Then on that real account, for example, if you complete a 50K challenge, you will be given a 50K real money account. Once you take that, and once you start making profits, then the first $25,000 profits is completely yours. Afterwards, 90% is yours and 10% is for the company. So they will send a mail. Once you register, they will send a mail where they will tell you how to install the Ninja Trader software and the Rhythmic software, which are required, right? This is the Ninja Trader software. Whatever we are using here, that is the Ninja Trader software. And then there is a software like this, which is a Rhythmic Pro software, which will be watching, right, which will be providing the real-time data for Ninja Trader, and also looking whether you are meeting your targets or whether you are hitting your stop loss, all those things. So that Apex will send you that. You have to just follow the steps and complete the installation. Once you do that, if you want to use, right, you can do manual trading. If you want, you can just follow right, the news and other things. You can do manual trading by yourself. That is one way. Or you want to use our bots, our algos, to do all the trading, right? What you need to do is, you have to go to Ninja Trader, and you have to generate a machine ID. That means every laptop will, just like an IP address, every laptop will come with a machine ID. You have to fill that in a Google form, and once you give that, right, again, we gave trial for nearly 300 users last month, and more than 200 users subscribed to the premium plans. So because there is a potential, right? Today we made over $1,000. uh, right, earlier we were trying to run the bots throughout the day, but we thought, like, by sometimes we are making profits and losing them by end of the day. So we kept a target that, okay, let us have a daily target, right? In that way, that's what happens, right? Whether you go to casinos or whether you do trading, we make profits and we will lose them because with either overconfidence or because of once after making some money, will right will lose that focus or whatever. Generally, that's what happens. You make profits, and if we don't stop, we'll lose all that money. So today we thought, right, we created a plan. Let us just make this and stop the trading for the ticker. Once you make $300 on NQ, we stopped it. Once you make $200 on ES, stop it. Once you make crude oil, stop it. Once you make $200 on GC, stop it. That's it. You are done for the day, right? You made $1,000 for the day. Like that, we want to track on each and every day, right? How many days we can make in a month, right? If we can make $1,000 each day, that is more than enough, right? Whether you use individual account or apex account, right, how you want to do. There are hundreds of prop firms like apex. It is not only apex, there are a lot of other companies also which will provide the evaluation and real accounts where we can take the trades. But this approach is working good, where yeah, today we saw multiple members were able to retain their profits. Otherwise, if we run the bots throughout the day, because generally you have volume until 10:30 CST. After that, it is completely choppy until again 2 p.m. CST. So by running the bots throughout the day, we are losing whatever profits we made. So that's where we got some slots. Okay, this is the session we need to use, and these are the right. Once you reach the profit, just close the bot for the day. You're happy with that 300, and right, happy with this 200 on ES, happy with. So like that, we started this exercise today. First day, we all are successful in achieving it, and it's definitely tomorrow, right? We don't want to limit to 300 because tomorrow there is much more huge, right? Today also there was a potential because of a Microsoft event. Right after the event there was a big dump, but we don't want to restrict tomorrow because there is a potential to make nearly $1,500 on each ticker, and algo will automatically change from long to short, short to long. We don't need to manually stress thinking like which side to take. So that is the best part. So it automatically reverses from one side to other. So again, going back, so you will generate the machine ID, and if you want, you will use, right. You also have a weekly plan, right? If you don't want to commit for a month, you want to just try for tomorrow, just pay 129 and get the Prism bot or right. We are going to use Prism bot. Just get that by paying 129 tomorrow itself. You may make 10 times of that, right? Because we are expecting a big move. One day is good enough to get your annual subscription. And then we will enable the license. You have to fill a Google form, right? Once you get that, you will fill the Google form with your machine ID. So for everything, there is a video how to generate your machine ID. And then we will enable the license. Once we enable the license, you can basically, just like how I did, you have to set up your charts and enable the strategy. So yeah, basically here I explain what is spectrum bot, what is quantum bot, what is prism, but you don't need to worry about all those things. Tomorrow we are just going to use only one bot, which is our prism algo. So even you can just get 1 week access. If somebody is new, they can right, they can go to this. Right, they can go to that bot, and then they can select a 129 plan. And if you don't, right, if you use the timings and if you don't make the profits, I can refund you the money whatever you pay today, right? Only thing is you need to just follow the steps whatever we shared, follow the timings. If you keep on running the bot for entire day, you may make losses, right? But if you follow whatever we are sharing, whatever we are suggesting, and if you don't make right more than what you're paying or double than what you're paying, I will refund you whatever you are paying today. So, right, because I am so much confident, especially right tomorrow, we may make losses on choppy days when there is no volume, but when there is a major event, that is where there can be huge, huge profits. So even just right, don't even worry about session two. Just to run this during this time, and you can make nice gains either in personal or personal means you should have a Ninja Trader personal account, because as of now our algos will run on the Ninja trading platform, right? As of now, right? We are working with IBKR, Thinkorswim, and other platforms. Very soon we'll have in all other platforms. But for now, because right, you are not using your time, right? Initially, for first 1 or 2 weeks, until you understand everything, how to set up parameters, how to set up charts, you may need some time. But once you get it right, it is just like practicing a car or cycle. Initially, you find it very difficult. Once you get it right, even closing your eyes, you can drive a car. Or same thing with anything new. Initially you find it difficult, but if you take that perseverance and take time to practice it, you can do things very very easily. So that's what, right? And that's a open commitment. If you use these settings and if you don't make money, we will refund you whatever you pay today. uh, right, with that, yeah, once you complete this, right, first thing is you have to go to this Apex account, and you have to complete, right? Let me also share that. So right, you will click on the link, and then you will, right, you can watch all the videos, all the information. This is one of the number one companies, uh, right? Trustpilot got thousands of reviews, and they are number one in the prop firms, where you can click on this. So generally they charge 167, but now because they have that 80% off going on, you will be paying approximately $33 per month. Per month means, again, if you complete evaluation, right? If you tomorrow itself you may make 1,500 to $2,000 target, right? Your target is 3,000, but one day like tomorrow you may make 1,500 to 2,000. Then you don't need to, uh, right? Once you complete the evaluation, you next month you don't need to pay that $33, right? So you will click on the start now, and once you click on the start now, then it will ask you for all your details, your name, email address, all those things. And then you have to, here you have to enter coupon code as save 80, which will give you, right, only next 2 or 3 hours pending for this 80% off. After that you may not have this 80% off. Tomorrow they may give 50% or something. So instead of paying 33, tomorrow you'll be paying nearly $85. So if you want, yeah, take advantage of this. So once you complete this, you will create one account. And again, if you want to create one more Apex account, right? We don't want you connecting all different tickers to one account, because if you do that, what will happen is suddenly if there is a sudden move because of news or because of something, if you are connecting so many tickets to one account, it might hit the stop loss, right? Because they have a trial stop loss, right? They don't want you, right? They want to make sure you are not hitting this $2,500 loss before reaching this $3,000 target. This is a trial stop. That means on the account level, you should not go below 2,500 from the highest value of the account. But you are paying $33, you are getting a Ninja Trader license of 75, you are getting real-time data fee of $55. All this they are giving for free. So you don't need to pay anything to subscribe to the real-time data and other things. So, right, again, you can have, there are some members who took 300K accounts and completed 20 evaluation accounts. That means they have $6 million in hand. Even if they take one simple trade every day, they can make nice gains, right? With 20 accounts, even if they make $100 a day, it is $2,000 per day, right? Especially we have certain strategies like this, where, right, we are saying that okay, from this time to this time crude oil will make a move, or GC will make a move. So you can see that, right, if you see crude oil, right, yeah, so it started making a move already. So, right, same thing, GC generally moves during this time, so it started moving, right? From 8 o'clock we already made $200 profit. From here to here is more than 200 to 50. That is, our target is done. right? How much you need for GC? You need $200 profit. We already completed, uh, right, the $200 profit target. So from 8 9 p.m. EST to 11 p.m. EST, you need to enable the algo. And once you make $200 profit, just stop the bot for the day. Right? You can see that 8 o'clock there was a up move, and then it started coming down. It came way all the way down, and it touched it. So you already made nearly two to $300 in last half an hour to 45 minutes. Right? Bot got a long, and then it took a short, and then it went all the way down. So so that's what, right? So again, we have certain timings where there is a huge potential for good the move, good volumes. So just you have to follow those guidelines, right? If somebody just keeps on running for entire day, they may not make profits. But if they enable it, right, just like how I have shown, right? I told you, right? Okay, you have to go here, strategies, and then you put, okay, from this time to this time I want to run it. I want to use this 2 minute Heikenhashi, and then you will be right. Again, I'm not saying every day will make profits, but 80% of the days in a month will make profits, right? That is good enough, right? If we make $1,000 for 15 days out of 20 days and lose $1,000 on another 5 days, that is still good enough, where you are not spending your own money, where you are not spending your all the time, because once you enable the bots, then they will do the buy and sell. You don't need to do sitting entire day before the system. So yeah, let me enable the chat. If anyone has any questions, please post any questions which anyone of you want to know more details about CPI, PPI, or about Apex, or about our trading bots. Or, right? Uh, if you buy weekly plan, I'll give you the Prism bot, right? Prism bot is our one of the number, right? Prism and Spectrum both are for scalping, and both will quickly enter and also quickly exit whenever they see a reverse in the direction. So if you get a weekly plan or bi-weekly plan, I will give you Prism bot, which we are planning to use tomorrow. So initially I tried to explain about all the bots at one time, but I see that a lot of members are getting confused between each and every bot. So where I thought, let me slow down and just explain them one. Once they perfectly understands about it, let me explain the second one. But both Spectrum and Prism, both are very good bots for scalping. But if you get a weekly plan, we will give you Prism, because that is where we all are focusing for now. And the second question is, can we just run NQ in all EA accounts, right? Just for diversification, right? NQ is definitely a good one, a good ticker where we can make a lot of profits. But just to diversify, instead of taking entire risk on one NQ, just when you are doing it on NQ, ES, EMD, RTY, YM, your risk is diversified. Sudden, because NQ can make huge gains, and also it is so volatile. Sometimes it can move quickly, right? If there is some other good news or some other bad news, within 1 minute, right? Again, we are using very small time frame candles, but within that time frame, if it moves big also, right? Again, we have the advantage is, even if it moves, again immediately the algo will shift it. At the end of that candle, immediately it will shift from long to short, short to long. But just to avoid too much, right, putting all our money into one ticker, we are basically, we know that all these five, right, RTY, YM, EMD, ES, and Q, all those five move in the same direction. So instead of putting all five accounts on NQ, we are right. If you like NQ so much, maybe put two or three, and then put another two or three, one each for ES, EMD, and RTY. But yeah, having all accounts on NQ is little risky, because it is NQ is so volatile. We can add more features like natural gas, heating oil. There are a lot more tickets, right? Again, as I told you, we want to slow down, right? If we try to give lot of information, lot of then members are getting confused, or they are not able to see the potential, or they are not able to make profits, right? By either running throughout the day, or by running too many tickers, by adding too many tickers to one account, or getting confused, because most of them don't know about futures, right? Most of them know about stocks or options, but futures is generally a new thing for a lot of members, right? It is similar to, right, it is similar to stocks, right? It is nothing. There is no theta decay, there is no implied volatility. All those complexities are not there in futures. It is similar to buying a stock or shorting a stock, but many members get confused. So that's where I thought, like, we'll introduce natural gas, heating oil, then we have a lot more other, right, currencies. There's a lot of potential, right? Let me show you. Right, with futures, once you get used to futures, you cannot go back to stocks or options, right? That much money is there. So for example, Japanese yen, if you take 6J, right, 1 point move is 12,500,000 dollars, right? Again, each tick is in decimals, but still, if you go with euro FX, if 1 point move is $125,000, so our bot can, right, it can, if you see currency futures, for example, you see 6E. So it is like it gave a sell on 2 minutes. So if we used bot on 6E, right, how much is 6E? So 6E is $125,000. So we might have made two to $3,000, but we don't want to confuse with too many tickers, too much of information at this time. We want to go slow and right, slowly go one by one. So from here, 1.07 to 66260 is nearly two to $3,000 profit from here to here, right? Like that. 6J from here to sell, buy, and again sell. The overall trend is bearish, so this might go further down. So there is lot of potential. There is lot of money to be made. You have so many tickers to take advantage, but we want to start with, okay, equity futures, right? These are like S&P 500 or Nikkei, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, EMD, Russell, and then take some of these gold and crude oil, which most, and then we want to slowly build upon other tickers. If we try to give too much, everybody want to quickly make a lot of money without understanding the basics, and that's where everybody gets into a problem or lose, and they feel like, oh, this bot is not working. That's where we thought, let us slow down. Let us just target for this small profit. $300 with NQ is just 10 minutes, 5 minutes. $200 with GC is 10 to 15 minutes, right? We already saw that. If you go here, currency, metal, gold, right? Our start time is 8 o'clock. So it took a buy and then it took a sell. We already made the $200. By meeting is going on, I am not actively doing, but already it made $200 for me. So that is the potential, right? There is a lot of money to be made, but because this is a new area, we need some time to understand how things work, how to set the parameters, how to set the algos, and there is lot of, right. There are, right, natural gas will 1 point move will make $10,000. So if you go and see, natural gas is very bullish. So natural gas, right? So here we have a strong support. You can see 15 minutes, 60 to 40 daily, everything is bullish. From 2.7 to 2, right? From here to here is nearly $1,000, right? Again, there was a small sell, and again now it is going up. So it may go up all the way here, and then again there might be a drop. So 1 point move is $10,000 on this type of tickers. But some tickers, because with Apex we have to close everything by end of the day, these ones may not move very quick like ES or NQ. So that's why we take slow, right? These are good for individual accounts. If you have a individual trading account, you can do trading on, right, heating oil, or heating oil is also, you have a huge money. So if you go and see heating oil, right, it is $42,000. With every 1 point move, you make 42,000 profit, either upside or downside. For example, from 3.2 to 3.5, nearly it is $2,000. So like that, there is a lot of money to be made, but we want to go slow, step by step. Start with the simple ones where you make 55, 20, like that, and then you go to the bigger tickers where you can make huge money. Right, you can start with micros, right? So micros is, first thing is, you are not investing your money, right? That is the best part, right? You don't, what is your risk? The $30 or something which you are investing into for Apex, and then that $129 for weekly subscription to us. So your risk is only 150. So you have these micros where your risk and reward is 1 by 10th. That means your risk is, for every point move, you make $5 with a micro S&P 500. With this one, you make $50. With NASDAQ, you make $20 for every 1 point move, whereas with a micro, you make $2. So if you want to start slow, low risk, one is you have simulation accounts, right? Paper account. You can just try for 1 or 2 days on a paper account and see whether it is working well or not. If not, you can also just do with micros. So once you get confidence, then you can move to minis. Once you make money with this one, you move to this one, you move to this one, the bigger and bigger tickers. And again, remember that you don't have any liability, right? Even if right, with the real account, Apex real account, if something goes wrong, or right, you are not liable, because that's why they are doing evaluation. They are giving you a real account. But again, right, nobody want to intentionally lose money, because if you make money, you make money, they make money. But just telling, because that's a common question I get. If I complete the challenge and if I get the account, do I have some risk? If I lose that money, is there a problem? You don't have any problem, because they have a stop loss, right? Immediately the account will get locked. After you, for example, on a 50K account, you lose more than 2,500, immediately your account will get locked. Yeah, you can run 2 mini contracts tomorrow in 100K accounts. That is fine. And yeah, you can enable one bot in one account for 4 tickers. Yes, yeah. Well, you can enable on 20 tickers, 50 tickers, 100 tickers, right? If you lease one bot, you can do it on any number of tickers, any number of account, right? You can get 20 Apex accounts. Even you can enable 20 different tickers or 20 different accounts. It is the right. All the steps are very clearly there. All the videos are there for each and every step. So just if you take some time, you will understand it. Again, we suggested everyone to use Prism. Uh, right, yeah. For tomorrow, just run Prism. I'll be doing another session for the mirror trade members. Yeah, we have the entire documentation, and also we have these setup sessions, troubleshooting sessions to help the new users if somebody is having problem in setting up the bot. But you have every clear steps, right? For Ninja and Rhythmic, Apex will send you all the steps with a video, and that is like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You can complete it. Once you complete that, it is only 5 minutes, 10 minutes to install the bots and set up the bots. Just take 10 minutes. Uh, Yes, we have entire documentation, how to use it and how to enable it. If we enable the bot at 7:31 a.m. and if already algo took a buy at 7:30, what it will do is it will wait for that one candle, right? 7:31 to 7:33, and then it will enter the buy. Yeah, once you make the payment, you will be entered into a channel called as premium members channel, where we'll share all the documentation. We already have everything. You have to just once you join in, you have to watch in the pinned documents. You will have all the steps and everything step by step. Yes, we are planning to do right. These algos we are integrating with IBKR and C2 and the traders post. So if some of you may not have a laptop or some of you don't have that appetite to right enable the parameters or right, we are also doing this mirror trading where these algos will place the trades right instead of analysts doing it. The algos will place it, and I'll share the detail. Right, we are focusing on this one because this is where you are not spending time and also you don't spend your money. Right, the other mirror trading, right, whether traders post or C2 or other things where you should have money in your account. Then the algos will place the trades based on buy and sell. Right, for tomorrow it is only Prism. Yeah, once you join the channel, we'll share all the onboarding steps. Right, Spectrum, right? The main reason is I want everyone to be comfortable with one algo before, right? Spectrum is also very good algo. On every candle, it takes profits, right? Whereas Prism waits for entire candle and then takes a profit, and then enters a sell or enters the other side of the direction. But whereas Spectrum will be for every one or two candles, it will take profits, again enter a new trade, again take some profit, again enters a new trade. Right? It is like quick scalper. Prism is like little, right? It takes little more time to enter or exit. To have December contracts in the drop down, yeah, NQ made huge profits today. Multiple members completed their evaluation accounts using NQ. PA account, you can enable it with micros, right? Don't enable it with minis, but you can use a micro. Always PA performance account where you start making real money. You can always use micros and um, yeah. Again, if you want to, if you are not seeing December contracts, you will be able to see that, right? What you need to do is go here, go to futures, and then you will see, right, automatically this will update, right? The Ninja Trader will update all these accounts. So you will see, right, you may not see here, but if you go to futures, you will see all different things here. Or if you go to micros, you will see all different micros. uh, yeah, Prism will not yeah, Prism will wait for the next opposite signal to take the yeah, to close the first order. Yeah, Spectrum also you can use the same parameters. Yeah, same parameters for Spectrum or Prism, both will work well. Only thing, yeah, I'm trying to make everyone perfect with one algo or with few instruments before teaching or sharing about other things, because I see that some member, right, even though there is a huge potential, members not able to get lot of info. Right, end time is basically we'll end at 10:31, 10:30 Central, 7:31 CST, and end time is 10:30 Central. The break at end of the day is it will close the trades at the midnight. So if we want the trades to close by 11:59 central, then I have to check break at end of the day. Otherwise, you have exit on session close, which will close at the end of your session. You can use same parameters for Spectrum or Prism tomorrow. No TP, no stop loss, 2 minute high connection. So yeah, again, right, we want to use it on the pool fund also, and we want to for mirror trading pool fund. We are seeing right more and more success, and we want to get approval from all the investors before we run it on the pool fund. We are just waiting for it. Yeah, right. Tomorrow it should be 2 minute high connection. Right, 1 minute will or any small pullback also it will close the trade and enter. So 2 minute high connection is better for tomorrow. Whenever there is a trend, we want to use 2 minute, 3 minute high Kanashi or 5 minute. Whenever it is range choppy, we want to go with lower time frames. Whenever it is trending big moves, then we want to go with bigger time frames so that you won't have the opposite side signals. You will be just in the long or you will be just in the short. Right. For example, if you go here, let me show you some examples so you will understand it. Let's take NQ. Right. If I have it in, so So this is like a 2 minute candle, right? 2 minute candle. You got a sell somewhere at 12:40 and you got a buy at 2:30. Nearly 2 hours it was in a sell. For example, if I used 1 minute candle, right? Same thing. So basically you will see lot of sells and buys, right? When you go with lower time frame, you will see lot of whenever there is a small pullback also it will sell, it will do buy. But when you go with a bigger time frame, right, a 3 minute or 5 minute, so whenever there is a trend, we always should use 2, 3, 5 like that. Whenever there is a range choppy, not much movement, we have to use smaller time frames. So let me show you. Right, for example, here you can see that right from 10 o'clock, nearly 11:30, it was just in the buy, right, with a 2 minute. If I just instead of 2 minute, if I used 1 minute, right, you may have multiple buys and sells. So you got buy, you got sell, you got buy, you got sell. So just assume like right, if you are a trending market is like a highway, right? You want to use bigger time frame candles. It is moving completely in uptrend or downtrend. So if I same thing, if I use a 3 minute I can actually here. This entire from 9 o'clock nearly until 11:30, you are just on one trade. Right? If you are driving in a village, you drive slow. Or if you are driving in a local road, you drive at 30 or 40. If you are driving in a highway, nice highway, you'll drive at 70 or 80. Same way, when you have a trending market, you will go with a bigger time frame. So you can use a big car, big vehicle. You can drive safely with a higher. When you are in a small village, small road, you will basically go with 1 minute or two, right? 1 minute. So right, you can drive. So same thing. When market is range, you will go with smaller time frame. When market is trending, upside or downside, you will go with two, three, like that. That's the only rule which you need to remember, and you can be successful. Right, yeah. Tomorrow, 2 minute or higher time frame works on the trend. Yeah, if there is a trend, yeah, because tomorrow there will be a lot of big up moves or down moves. 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, all those will work well. Right. Whenever the days are choppy with no events, not much volume, then 1 minute is the best time frame for such type of days. Yes, internet connectivity, we already explained earlier. If you have any issues with internet connectivity, there is a way to set up your options so that it will retry after certain time. Uh, can we use one bot in two different tabs with same ticker? Two different accounts. Yeah, you can do that. If you want to use NQ on Apex 1, Apex 2, you can do that. Yeah, I'll share the updated Excel sheet. Yeah, you can go to, if some of you having still issues on not able to see the contracts, you just go here. And all the pool members also are, right, NEA 102, 103 members. If they want access, right, yeah, you can share with me. Right, initially I had a different meeting set up, but I took the time because tomorrow there is a huge potential, huge opportunity for everyone to make nice gains. I don't want anyone to miss that opportunity to, so schedule this meeting to explain what is CPI, what is PPI, how, right, why these days are important, and how these our algos can help. Right, and once right, yeah, there's a reason I basically changed the agenda for the call. And we are making a good progress with mirror trade and also with pool fund. We are making a positive progress, and with these algos, we can make lot more progress and a lot more gains. Because right now, because manual, whether you are analyst, experienced, whatever it is, your emotions will always kill the profits. Right? Suddenly we become overconfident, or suddenly we become too much panic. But when the algos are doing the job, they don't have any emotions, they don't have any, right, they will wait based on the market, they don't assume anything, they will look at the real time data and they take entire, if they see it is reversing, immediately they take the opposite side direction. Right, what we do is we assume that okay, tomorrow CPI, so let me hold it, or let me, so that's what most of us, right, generally 95% of the retail traders, what they do is we hold on to the losing trades, we take profits quickly. But these trading algos will help us to yeah, to protect from such type of issues, or and yeah, our pool fund, our mirror, and also everything, right, will be integrated with these algos very soon. Yeah, with that again, I don't want to take a lot of time. You can uh, uh, do we have to open two separate chart windows if using? Yeah, you can open two separate chart windows. Uh, V4 is the latest version. Yes. Yeah, Prism V4 is the latest version. GC already made the profits, right? Once you see $200, you basically close it. right? Again, if you are not using the correct, right, are you using the right parameters, whatever we shared, right? If you are using the time and already it went down, uh, right, your sell short, so it got closed at 1935.7 and 1934.5, right? Nearly $120. Again, there was a small buy here. Again, there was a big sell here. Yeah, 9 p.m. EST is 8 CST. 80% discount code is save 80. Yeah, with that, yeah, thanks everyone. And if you if you need any other details, yeah, you can put your message in the channel, and one of our team members will help you. Good night, everyone. Thank you, and it will, right. The algos will automatically take your long and short positions. Mm, yeah, you can download the latest V4 for Prism. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Thanks everyone. Again, right, tomorrow I'll share the results. Uh, right, it's up to you, right? You can run simulation accounts. You can do whatever you want. You can do due diligence, and yeah, once you get confidence, at the time you can run sim evaluation, or it's completely up to you, right? Yeah, but take time to practice or explore. Good night, everyone. Thank you. No, bots need not to close trade within 1 minute. If you have 1 minute high cash, it doesn't mean that they have to close trade within 1 minute. Order filled. Spectrum has the Bollinger Bands. Spectrum latest version has Bollinger Bands in the charts. You don't need to manually intervene anything. You have to, yeah, right, again, understand how to set the parameters, and then but right, once you make that 300, 400, right, again, tomorrow is a different story, but on other days you can just disable the bot once you make the target. Don't keep them running for throughout the day. Yeah, thanks everyone. Good night.